Thursday, the 23rd week in Ordinary Time. A reading from the Holy Gospel according to Luke. Jesus said to his disciples, "To you who hear I say, love your enemies. Do good to those who hate you. Bless those who curse you. Pray for those who mistreat you. To the person who strikes you on one cheek, offer the other one as well. And from the person who takes your cloak, do not withhold even your tunic. Give to everyone who asks of you. And from the one who takes what is yours, do not demand it back. Do to others as you would have them do to you. For if you love those who love you, what credit is that to you? Even sinners love those who love them. And if you do good to those who do good to you, what credit is that to you? Even sinners do the same. If you lend money to those from whom you expect repayment, what credit is that to you? Even sinners lend to sinners and get back the same amount. But rather love your enemies and do good to them, and lend expecting nothing back. Then your reward will be great, and you will be children of the Most High. For he himself is kind to the ungrateful and the wicked. Be merciful, just as also your Father is merciful. Stop judging, and you will not be judged. Stop condemning, and you will not be condemned. Forgive, and you will be forgiven. Give, and gifts will be given to you. A good measure, packed together, shaken down, and overflowing will be poured into your lap. For the measure with which you measure will in return be measured out to you." Gospel of the Lord. Praise to you, Lord Jesus Christ. Some gospel passages, when I proclaim them in the morning at Mass, I think to myself, this is self-explanatory. They don't need me to preach on this gospel. It's pretty clear. And this gospel today is crystal clear. And not only is it crystal clear, but it's one of those gospel passages that at the end of it, after we say, "Praise to you, Lord Jesus Christ," acknowledging his word, we probably need to say, "Ouch," because that hits a sore spot in my life. Just think of what the Lord is saying to us. Love your enemies. And it says, stop judging, stop condemning, forgive. All those things that many times we find it very difficult to do because we're angry that that person hurt us, or that person said that to us, or that person did this to us. And many times we want revenge. And a lot of times we simply remain angry. What I tell people quite often is, it takes more to hold on to the anger than to let it go, because that other person doesn't give a rip whether you're mad at them or not. So why hold on to it and allow it to eat you up and allow it to tear you apart? Let it go. Let it go. And as you let it go, I think what ends up happening is some of that angst and difficulty and everything that goes along with it goes also. Because ultimately, the measure with which you measure will in return be measured out to you. You want the Lord to be forgiving of you. You want the Lord to love you. You want the Lord to show you mercy. If that's what you want, then that's what you must be willing to give. To whom? Your enemies. Your enemies. For Jesus is kind and loving. And he shows us through his own example what that means to be merciful and forgiving and accepting of one another. If there is something that you're holding on to, some hurt, some bitterness, some anger, some resentment against someone, let it go. Allow the Lord to fill up that space which you're holding on to for bitterness and resentment and anger. Let Christ enter in and fill his heart with your love.